this a lot, but the
Repetitive who?
repetitive.
Oh, like repeat.
Yes.
Okay.
So the law of attraction, I understand that our thoughts create our reality, but it's hard for most people to grasp and actually apply it. Um, Maybe that they doubt that it'll work, but what's the simplest way to begin this process?
And look at their life. Listen, I'm telling you, everybody get what they think about. They just don't get it. But they do get it because they keep thinking the same shit and keep getting the same shit. Listen, I like to say this: manifestation is not a gift that you got to work to get. It's something that you do without knowing that you're doing. Right? So everybody doing it. Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this: nobody ever did nothing without thinking about it, not even smile. It's nothing that you can do in the world without first having a thought of it. So it got to come from the thought, right? You
Okay.
can't build without thinking about it, right? So everybody got to think. And the problem is they don't know what the fuck they thinking about. They're thinking about negative shit. Here's the thing: everybody think, and everybody can control the reality, but everybody can't control their thoughts. So if you can't control your thoughts, you can't control your reality. But it's other people controlling your thoughts for you, right? Through your emotions, right? Because a lot of
Oh
times
yeah.
people think about what they feel, and that's where they fuck up at, right? They think about what they feel, now they feeling, and they talking with their emotions, and now everything they feel is popping up, and what they feel is pain, because like everybody going through trauma, so that trauma keep popping up. And listen, the elites know it, right? And that's why they seeing certain frequencies through the hood to make certain shit pop up
How are they sending these
through the
frequencies?
music, through the
Oh
food. Listen,
yeah.
through everything, through the music, through the food, through the Wi-Fi, right? Listen, through the phone. Listen, through the TV. Listen, I don't think you understand, right? All the light that you see is sunlight, right? But they capture it into something, and then they transform sunlight and turn it into phones, turn it into TVs, turn it into cameras. They turn it into everything, but all we see is light. But they know how to capture this light, and they hide it from us that they capture this light because this light is the same as this air, which is energy. Everything is the same but different. I've been trying to figure it out, but everything the same. That's what I'm on. Everything the same. Just got different names and shit. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay. So, faith without work is dead. That's also stated in the Bible.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, what's the use of having faith in the first place?
Listen, faith without work is dead. I just want to say that awareness without life, you dead, right? Because listen, to have faith, you got to kind of like have awareness to know that it's gonna come. A lot of people, they think that faith is just simply believing. Right? They think that they believe some shit gonna happen. But that what the church tell you. Believe in Jesus, take away all your sins, right?
Yeah.
We died for you on the cross. It's a
Mm-hmm.
fucking lie. Nobody died for you, right? Listen, if we die for you, tell him to come live for me then. You know, you can't do that. I'm keeping it real, right? Listen,
Okay.
nobody ever never died for nobody. Nobody never cared for nobody. Hey, I told you before, nobody never loved nobody. Listen, but they think, come on, I'm keeping it real. Everybody in love with the idea of love. I keep telling you that. But listen, yeah, I keep telling you that. But listen, I'm gonna say this though, right? You gotta simply understand that the power is in the mind,
Mm-hmm.
and the power lies in he who control the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck you know control their mind? Yeah.
So, there's not many people who can control their own thoughts and
Come on,
emotions.
gang. Nobody control their own thought. Listen, let me tell you this. Everybody let people and things live in their head rent free. I learned that in the penitentiary, right? Listen, that's what I mean, right? I do something to you. You think about it all the time. I'm all the way over here across the world. You still thinking about me. What the fuck you thinking about me for? But that's what people do. And then guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna call everybody else and tell everybody what I just did. I swear to God, you're gonna keep on saying it over and over again, over and
Oh
over again.
yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna keep on
Mm-hmm.
doing it. Right? And I don't keep doing it. You know why? Because you programmed me to do it. Because even when I ain't doing it, your mind gonna think I'm doing it. It's like your mind gonna play tricks on you. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the world mind play tricks on them. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you what I mean, right?
Okay.
Your mind give you what you want to see. So if you think bitch cheating, you gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
seeing it. If you think somebody's stealing from you, you gonna keep seeing it. If you
Mm-hmm.
think the world is bad, you gonna keep seeing it. That's why I told you everybody is manifesting without even knowing it.
Oh,
So
okay.
yo, mama,
Okay.
I keep it real.
And speaking of energy, speaking of these people, let's talk about energy vampires, people who consume the energy of the high vibrational beings.
All right, listen, energy vampires, I just want to say it, and I want everybody to understand it be the people you love, it be your family.
Yeah.
Listen, it be the people, like I say all the time, it be the people that won't let you grow, right? A
Mhm.
lot of times people be in relationships with energy vampires, right? So a
Mhm.
lot of times people be working for energy vampires, right?
Mhm.
Listen, an energy vampire is anybody that want to pull from you without putting in, and it come
Mhm.
back fast. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Every time I know this the perfect person or this person gonna pour back into me, I test them. I test them with the energy of money. Because every
Mhm.
time I give somebody positive money, money come back in the door. If I give you money, I don't see no money come back, I'll never give you shit again. That's what mama. Listen, I'm keeping it real, right? But you can tell, like, okay, here you go. As soon as I give it to you, it's gonna come back, but it ain't gonna come back from you. So a lot of people give people shit and think it's gonna come back from them, but it come back through different avenues, through different windows. A lot of people don't understand, they're not aware. And they miss their blessings.
You do. Okay. And I wanted to get some insight about spiritual awakening and how does that look in like the beginning stages?
Look like death. It feel pain. Right, listen, the crazy thing about spiritual awakening is that you gotta die. You gotta forget everything that you once knew. And it's kind of hard, right? Because listen, imagine this. Imagine knowing something your whole life and you get 40 years old and then you have to say, you know what, everything I knew is wrong. A lot of people just can't do that because not for the fact that they don't want to do it, it's for the fact that they can't admit that they wrong. Who the fuck want to be wrong? Who the fuck want to be wrong? Nobody. Nobody do. Listen, it's the crazy part that everybody doing shit knowing that they wrong, but I'm still doing it because I don't want to be wrong. Let me slow it down for you.
Okay.
Everybody's doing shit and they are afraid of being wrong. Everybody is afraid of losing, but when being wrong is the way to right. Right? I don't fuck, I'm gonna get right if I never been wrong. See, people don't understand that, right? Wrong is good, right? Because wrong leads you the right direction. See, I'm different from everybody else. Everybody think wrong is bad. I love getting the wrong answer. I said, Mom, because when I get the wrong answer, I know I just got the right one.
Right.
Come on, but if I never got the wrong one, would I ever got the right one?
Most likely not.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. So listen, so it's wrong, even wrong at all. I know. No, yeah. Is it wrong?
That what you said wasn't
But
wrong.
so it's wrong.
Wrong is wrong.
No, wrong is not wrong. Wrong is always right because it leads you the right way. Listen, the word, what I'm telling you, you got to unlearn everything you wish learned because everything is backwards, everything is crisscross, everything is in reverse.
Okay.
Right? Black is bad, but black is good, right?
But your wrong can cost somebody else their rights.
Yo, listen, my right can call somebody else wrong. Say somebody come up in here, I got a right to defend myself. I blow him the fuck down. He dead. That's considered wrong.
Well, that's
but I had the right to defend myself.
Exactly.
Right? So listen, this is what I'm telling you. Everybody live in the world living duality, but we don't practice duality because everything is one. Everything is singular. Right? A lot of people don't understand this. Everything is singular. Like you only seen one thing in your life, but everybody convinced that they've seen many. All right? There's only one thing that exists.
Okay.
And that's God.
Okay.
That's what I got on. A lot of people don't get that part. There's only one thing that was ever created.
It was God.
Yeah, nothing else was ever created. Everything else was just a thought, a could be. That's what I want.
So what did God create? What are we?
Oh, God ain't never created shit. That's what a lot of people don't understand, right? Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? If God created something, that means that this is matter, but it's not. So it don't even matter. But I'm telling you what God did create. God created life in a way never to take it away. And that's what people cannot understand, right? Because no matter when he gives you life energy, not even he can take it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's something that's really it's divine. Because God can't even kill me. I'm keeping it real, right? Yeah. Listen, because he made it that way divine, because to kill me is to kill he that made me.
That's true.
Right? Because I'm connected to the divine and you cannot disconnect me. Right? But they've been trying to disconnect me. But listen, I'm going to say this. A lot of people say, oh, he crazy. He just said he bigger than God. I never said I'm bigger than God. I said I co-create with God and I'm connected to him. And wherever I go, he go. But they think that God belongs in a bottle. Listen, this is what they think. It's like God is the ocean, and they take the bottle and they put it, you get Christianity. You take the bottle and dip it, you get Islamic. You take the bottle and dip it, then you got the Jews. Listen, all you fools got a piece of the ocean.
Yeah.
Right? But listen, I'm just like the ocean. I keep flowing. I don't give a fuck who drowned in me. That's what God will stop playing with me.
Okay. And what's the downside of being a savior for your family, friends, co-workers?
Listen, the biggest downside of being a savior for people is that you can never save them. Sound crazy, huh? Listen, you can't save them because, like, they don't want to be saved. They want to be paid. They want to be the same way they always been. Listen, people don't want change. People won't change. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I'm keeping it real, right? They want benefits. Listen, don't nobody want a man. They want the benefit of having a man. Don't nobody want kids. They want benefits of having kids. You got kids, you can sit down and say, go get me this, go get me that. You got little slaves to run around. I'm keeping it real, right? Listen, don't nobody want shit. They want the benefit of it. Like, don't nobody want love. They want the benefit of love. Because you know what the fuck people do for you when they love you. do anything for you. Cross over the, listen what it say. I'll do anything for, I'm keeping it real, right?
Okay.
I'll go for broke if I could be with you. Listen, people go for anything when they under the delusion of love, right? Because listen, I'm gonna tell you this: love is a double-edged sword, right? It'll give you life and it'll take it away. And
Right.
people don't understand that part, right? And listen, love is sort of like they told me when I was coming up in the trenches. You don't know nothing about this. They say don't get half your own supply. Right? See, a lot of times everybody want to get high off their own supply. What you mean is everybody misuse their love because guess what? I'm going to have this love of mine.
Right.
I'm going to use it for me, right? And when I give it to you, I'm going to give it to you through something. I'm never going to let my love attach to you to the fact that where you move, my love move with you. Right? My love move through everything. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, don't come out here unless you need to come out here.
So love can never be authentic, pure,
Love of God.
real.
Listen, the only way love could be authentic when people truly understand love. We gotta talk about love because I want you to understand this, right? It's not that people don't want to love. It's not that people are not trying to love. It's that people don't know how, right? And listen, the reason they don't know how is because they always thought that love was something like this. Here, take this for a minute. I love you. They think love comes with something like that. Every time you love, you got to reach out and give, right? If that don't happen, then they don't consider that love. But love, not that. Love is a state of mind. Love is how I feel about you no matter what you do to me, right? Listen, love is this. Love is if you do something to me, I got to recognize that you sick. And I got to recognize you sick enough that I won't hurt you. But a lot of times people don't do that, right? They realize that you sick and they fuck you up and say they did it in the name of love. But why the fuck they don't keep hurting everybody in the name of love? That don't even make sense. But people do it all day, all the time.
No, I mean, that part doesn't make sense. But we can't say that there's not people out here making sacrifices for other people out of love.
You know, listen, they love it in the moment. Listen, life is moment to moment. So in that moment, you possess the know-how to love. But the moment you possess the know-how to hate, then you no longer know how to love. Life is moment to moment. And I'm going to tell you a story to prove this, right? It was in the Quran, right? Listen, it was somebody, he was dying. He was going to die. But right before he died, before he died, he was a killer. He was a murderer. He killed people, many of people, no matter what. Before he asked God for forgiveness, right before he died, God forgive me, I don't want to kill no more. In that moment, he was walking good because he had a chance to kill, but he didn't do it, right? When he didn't do that chance to kill, he got killed, right? When he got killed, two angels came down, right? The first angel came down, says the bad man, I got to take him to hell. Another angel came down, said no. In that moment, he was good, and he took him to the hereafter up in heaven. Right? Listen, there is no heaven and hell, but that story symbolizes what I'm saying. Life is moment to moment. In that moment, you are who you are. So everybody that don't practice love all the time cannot love, right? Because love is a skill. And you gotta do it through every moment, but everybody think life is a run-on sentence. But life is moment to moment. Every time you make a decision, you just died and came alive. Every time you made another one.
So love can never be a lifestyle, can't be a practice.
For those that know, for those that understand that when you love, you hurt, for those that understand that love is pain, for those that understand that love is a double-ended sword, for those that understand that don't want love just to feel good, because love don't always feel good, right? Love feel all kind of ways because you got to understand that. But people want love to be one way. And that's why a lot of times people are trained by their emotions. If you don't treat them one way, they no longer fuck with you. Why? Because they specialize in training people to love them a certain way so they can benefit off that love because they are bipolar, schizophrenic,
Okay.
fucked up. They don't give a fuck about you, they give a fuck about themselves. And that's different. See, a lot of people think I'm selfish, but I am selfish, but I'm selfish enough to love me, therefore I can love you. I'm that kind of selfish.
Okay. So you never loved anyone
I love
unconditionally
everything. That's fine. You see, I think you not understand it. I'm not saying me.
because you're saying for the moment.
No. Listen, I love everything unconditional because I'm in control of every moment. But for the people that doesn't know, their life is moment to moment. One minute they love you, next minute they hate you.
Okay.
I don't possess the power to keep changing like that. I only
Okay.
possess the power to stay one way, right? But I'm telling you this: once I love you, I forever love you, even if you go. Because I'm tell you this, right? I remember on the moment from which you did to make me aware of your loyalty or whatever it is whatever you did, disloyal, I don't think about that, right?
Okay.
I quit messing with you for a reason, but I'm gonna hold on to the good things that you did, right? I'm not gonna choose to hold on to the bad things,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna hold on to the love because people got a choice; they can choose, right? But I'm gonna hold on to the good things that way I can spot them in the next person, right, or the next
Okay.
situation that I'm in. I'm not gonna hold on to the bad things. I don't need to spot those. I'm aware of them. I can feel them before I see them.
Okay. So You're living proof that love is real.
I'm living proof that love is real when you want love. Listen, I was so infatuated with love, I had to have it, and I was looking for it in different people. Listen, let me tell you this: I'm a fucking sucker for love. I'm a fool. I paid women for love. I paid my mama to love me. I paid my kids to love me. The fucked up part about it, they never fucking loved me. Right? They only loved me for the moment when I was giving them something. So I didn't understand what love was, and all that love made me think that I needed these things to feel love. So that's what I did. I hustled more. I sold more drugs. I went to penitentiary more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time I went down, I looked up and I had nobody, right? But then I understood what love was, right? You
Okay.
have to love yourself, right? And then when you love yourself, sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the times, you
Mm-hmm.
end up by yourself. Because let me tell you something. The only people that have a lot of friends and shit like that is the people that agree. I don't agree
Yeah.
with shit. Right? You have to convince me, other
Mm-hmm.
than what I know, that what you're saying is true. I'm not gonna fucking agree with you because you said it.
Okay.
What that mean? I gotta fucking agree. And listen, and them the people that don't have no friends, but them people that are gonna be lonely. But that's how Jesus walked. He only had 12. Right? Listen, when you in this world, you make your own decisions, you forced to be by yourself. In life.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know you. Everybody wanted to be rainbows at the end, but it can never be rainbows at the end when you gotta look up like this, right? If you just right now, if you just me as you, we say we just say, okay, cool, we're not celebrating religion no more. That
Mm-hmm.
automatically separate us from 99% of our friends. Everything that they do is for them holidays. Oh, got a birthday coming up. Always doing Thanksgiving. Always doing. So this, their whole life is based on that. And once you remove yourself from that, how many friends you got?
Maybe not many. Not as many as you would have
Yeah, yeah.
before.
Yeah, because now you have nothing in common.
Right.
So it's like a waste of time. But it's like, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Just like when you're in animals in the wild, they travel miles and miles and miles. I've seen one turtle travel for 17 years underground. 17 years. And it do it repeatedly. Whole life underground just to do one thing when it come up, right? And it do it solo by itself. But when it come up,
Mm-hmm.
do you know this? That a wildfire come. And when a wildfire come, all the rest of the animals that's there, that's how they live. That's how they survive. Through the
How?
hole that he built. So though it was for him, it saved everybody else. Right? And that's how you live your life, right? I'm gonna do it for me, but what I do for me will save you as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get your perspective. I always do. But like say okay, you sound like grew up in some toxicity and that's common, all right? But
Come on.
once you rebuild yourself, you're going to
All right.
attract
All right.
love.
It,
People are gonna come. You're gonna find the
you
people.
you don't get it, do you?
I
You don't get it.
do.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, first of all, everybody. I grew up. I would say it was love. I grew up with a pastor. My grandma was a pastor, right? But let me tell you this, right? She didn't even possess the willpower, right, to love me through my fuck ups, right? Listen, people can love you when you're being the perfect person. Listen, it's like this, right? You have a man, right? You can love him. If he walk in and say he had sex with 10 women and just gave you HIV, you still gonna love him?
No, I'll probably
No,
be
right? You're
devastated.
gonna change it. But it's a different thing when you can look at him and say, you know what, I love you, I understand, but think of awareness, go get tested, do everything you gotta do, but never take your love from him. That's the way to really love. But how many people can do that? Probably nobody watching this, right? But that's the type of love of God because God loves you so much. No matter how you fuck up this life, you get another one to try it again. That's why it ain't no heaven or hell, right? Listen, love is unconditional through anything, and nobody on earth had the power to do that.
How you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just keeping it real, right? Everybody watching this know because, like I just told you, it's always something that somebody can do for you. Have to take that love back. People give love just to take it back, right? But here's the secret, though, right? The moment I give love, people they get it, right? But I'm not a slave to my love. I'm gonna give you my love, right? I'm gonna kill a nigga in love.
I mean that's the key word. People, like we're human. People are flawed.
No, no, no. We part human, right? That's what people understand. We're not full human, but everybody think they're full human. Nobody on earth is full human, right? Everybody's part human, right? But listen, but everybody only utilize their human features, their human parts, their human capabilities, right? Nobody use it's like this, right? Like I was telling you earlier, it's like you're supposed to be in your head, in the back of your head, driving your body, but don't nobody do that. Everybody let their body drive them, right? Listen, everybody is living inside their desired body. Your desired body the shit that you want, right? Because you got a lot of different bodies, but you got to align those bodies, right? And that's when you understand how to do and how to love, right? I'm not saying, listen, I know you love, and I know you want to love every fucking thing, and I'm sorry to fucking tell you that it ain't nothing to love but yourself, right? Because the moment you do that correctly, then you possess the power to love everything else correctly, right? Listen, let me tell you this, right? To love is to understand that everything is one thing, and to hurt one thing is to hurt me. Who the fuck can do that? Right? If a fly hit on you and you get annoyed, you're gonna kill it. You just killed yourself. Right? People don't understand it. Listen, it's a valuable lesson in one movie, and that movie is The Matrix. It's when they held the spoon, right? And the problem was he was trying to build the spoon, but what did the little boy tell him? The little boy told him, there is no spoon. Right? So if you understand there is no world, you can do everything you need to do in it.
Okay,
And ain't no love neither.
so love isn't real. Nothing on
Nah,
this earth was built on
you don't
love.
understand. Love is real, but it's fake. The world was built off love, but only people, I ain't gonna say only people, the only entity that have the power to possess divine love is the creator. And we admire that love and try to duplicate it. We try to
Right.
duplicate everything. We try to duplicate the lights. This ain't the same as the sun. I'm just telling you, the love that we possess is not the same love as the creator. We don't know how to do it. That's what I'm telling you. Our love is flawed. Our love is fake. It's not the pure love. It's like, let me tell you this. It's like this. When I was in the trenches, we went and got we had Colombian Coke, right? But like, we got Colombian Coke, that's the purest of the Coke. But everybody stepped on the Coke. Love is stepped on. Yeah, everybody went around with stepped on. Love is not pure. Come on, yeah, I know you don't get it yet. It's not pure love. It's stepped on.
We
We can do this whole thing about love, and I promise to tell you, and I hate to tell you that you gonna have to understand that love is a skill, and nobody possessed the skill of loving but
okay.
God.
Well, you said that you love yourself and I love myself, so I'm going to love other people like I love myself.
Now, listen, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say it again. Pure love come from the Creator.
Right?
The love that the Creator gives, all of this, we cannot give that love. We can give what we perceive as that love.
Okay, and the creator lives within us.
Exactly.
So we give exactly what the
Okay,
creator
give
gives.
life then. Right now, just right from this ground, have life. Just give up. Just come up from this ground.
I don't possess the power to
Yeah,
do
okay.
that.
And you don't possess the power to love neither. Listen, but I'm just keeping it real, right? But everybody think they do, but we do possess the power to copy that love. We can co-create with God. We can co-create that love, but it still don't add up to the love
So you
of
can't
the Creator.
don't say okay then don't say that it's fake.
It's fake. It's fake because it's fake. It's not real. Listen, let me tell you something. If you go get some Gucci from Gucci and some Gucci from the flea market, the Gucci guy from the flea market look like it, but it's fake. It's just like if you listen, God possessed the only capability of love because He designed the code.
I mean, he's all powerful, he's all knowing, you know. So like I'm just a little fraction of that. So I'm
Yeah.
going to give a fraction of what he has.
But when you understand that, this is what Jesus said. Jesus said, "What I do, all men can do." Right. So you got to understand this right here. You have to try to practice that. Right. So this is what I do. For everybody that's watching this, this is what I do. I practice unconditional love. And
Okay.
I put myself in situations to where I know I normally wouldn't give love, and I give it, right? And it hurts, right? Let me tell you something. If you sit back in your nervous system,
Okay.
you'll notice two things, right? You notice that a lot of times when you sit back, your body shaking. Your body be recalibrating on its own. And you can
Okay.
feel it, right? I can feel my body recalibrate, right? And I can feel my thoughts changing. I can feel me having the ability and more power to give unconditional love. But I ain't there yet, right? Because at any moment somebody can do something, I'm gonna take that love back just like you,
No, not just like
just
me.
like everybody in the world. They're gonna take their love back because love is supposed to be forever, but everybody take it for granted.
I don't take it for granted. I'm moving on. I don't think I understand where you're coming from.
And they where I'm coming from. I'm just saying that everybody that's watching, everybody that have loved before, I guarantee you the same thing that they have loved, they have wanted to kill. They have hated.
I'm
They
not.
have disliked.
Love isn't perfect. Like I understand
Oh no,
that.
love is perfect. That's the thing. Everybody thinks shit ain't perfect. I'm perfect. Listen, we was born perfect. If I wasn't born perfect, then God would have made me born with a lot of things. I was born with nothing. And God wouldn't leave me with nothing. I was born
Right.
perfect.
No.
Yeah.
So you're perfect?
100%. 100% perfect. I cannot, there's no flaw in me. Listen, let me tell you this. For the flaw to be in me, I gotta think flaw. I don't think flaw, I think God. Like I told you,
Okay.
I possess the will and the power to do what I'm doing in this moment. So in this moment, yes, I'm perfect. In this moment, yes, I'm God. But in the next, who knows? Right? But life is moment to moment. So what I try to do is keep awareness so in the next moment I can remain who I am. And I do that by not putting on masks, not putting on characters. I told you before that everybody put on masks, everybody put on characters. I don't gotta repeat, but the mama you gotta be the son you gotta be the so everybody put on masks in the world, right?
Mhm.
But here's the thing, right? When you stop wearing the mask, people fall off. Love disappears, right? Pain show more frequently, right?
Mhm.
But guess what? It leaves, right? And then once you have felt enough pain, only then will you possess the power to love.
I won't say love just disappeared. It might transform into something else, but it's not gonna disappear.
Let me
Cause
tell you something, right? Love itself, right? When it transformed to hate, was it ever love?
yes.
How? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Love don't change. Love is honesty. Love is respect. Love is truth. I keep telling you this, right? So when you go against those principles, that's no longer love, right? It's like saying this, right? It's like saying that I'm here, right?
Mhm.
Um, I'm in this house.
Mhm.
When I'm not in this house, I'm no longer in this house. Bottom line.
Right.
Bottom line. So when you or when I stop giving truth, stop giving honesty, the moment I lie, I
Mhm.
don't possess love in that moment, but that don't mean I can't possess it in the next.
Right. And that doesn't make you a liar,
Don't
right?
make no, because you can't tell a lie. Because I tell people all the time, a lie changes realities, so you
Mhm.
can't tell a lie. A lie is something that cannot be told. A lot of people think it can, but when you once a person believe a lie, it changes their reality. I can tell you right now, yo, you at home? No, I ain't at home the whole time I'm here. You won't come over, right? Because you will think I'm not at home
Right.
the whole time I'm home, right? I have just changed your reality. But in your mind, I was not home.
Right.
So was I home? No, though I was at home.
You just created two different realities,
No,
but
I
that
create.
doesn't make one.
I don't make one. I create reality for you and one for me, right? The one you lived in is not the one I was in, right? And that's good because we all live in different realities at the same time anyway.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
I'm not gonna say it.
gotta see it.
Love
Oh my
is
God. Love
listen.
what?
Love is real.
No, no, it's not. Listen,
Okay, so how? So what is the feeling that I get when I love someone?
you
What is that?
you feel the idea of love. Listen, you possess the power
Okay.
to tap in
Mhm.
to the Creator's
Okay.
ability
Mhm.
to love.
Okay.
And when you hold on to it,
Mhm.
you are that. The
Mhm.
moment you let it go, you have just slipped. The Creator never slipped. If one thing slipped in this whole planet, everything else will fall. The Creator never slipped with His love.
I'm flesh and blood.
Yeah, so
The
God just don't
creator
slip with your love, and then
isn't.
you love. Until you cannot slip with your love, then you only love for that moment. The next moment you may not love.
The only way that's gonna happen if I die physically and return to my spiritual form.
What if I tell you die every time you make a decision? You come alive every time. Listen, I'm just saying that people die so many times in their life. They just don't understand,
Mm.
and people don't know. that they don't have the ability to love, and they're chasing this fucking false hope that they're gonna find it, and it's not gonna come happen. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna exist because you cannot find it. Everybody running around looking for love. I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love, not knowing what I was facing.
Okay. That's for that's for someone else with a
Oh my
different
God.
that's for someone else with a different reality because I know how I feel. I know I'm not the only person in the world that feels that way.
Listen, you're not the only person in the world to feel the way. Everybody would like to feel love. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Everybody in the world would love
Okay.
to feel
Mhm.
and give
Mhm.
unconditional love. The
Right.
problem is
Mhm.
discipline. They have no control because everybody is drifting and we already been programmed. So it's
Mhm.
kind of hard. But I'm gonna tell you this:
Okay.
you did possess the know-how,
Mhm.
but no longer, right? Only because of the trick that went on. But originally,
Okay.
you
Mhm.
possess the
Okay.
power and the know-how to love unconditionally, and
Mhm.
that's why you remember, right?
Mhm.
You remember because like you kind of created love, right? You are the I don't like saying this because when I do, people gonna put a lot of shit in the comments and they gonna say, "Oh, God didn't have a bitch." I mean, God didn't have a feminine energy to create for him,
Okay.
but he did.
Okay.
He had a feminine energy that created all this for him.
Okay.
When have you known a man that want to do anything that you know? I mean, I'll keep
Mhm.
it real. Male energy didn't create this. Feminine
So,
energy created this.
me loving other people, can I teach them how to love if they don't already know how to love
You
correctly?
teach them by showing them because they never gonna love you correctly. Listen, this is how you do it, right? Because everybody you love gonna hurt you. Then when you love them through it, you gonna teach them. So
Okay.
you have to get hurt in order to teach people how to love.
Right.
When you love, you always get hurt.
Right.
You always got to take that hurt, and you
Right.
always got to give that love to teach that person how to love.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Mhm.
So to love is to feel pain. That's what I keep telling you. It's in reverse. Everything's in reverse.
Okay, so you can agree that I can love unconditionally.
If you can feel pain unconditionally,
Okay.
can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Then you can, then,
Okay.
right? And that's the listen. I think I'm talking about more of I'll put it like this: probably one out of every 1,000 people in the world
Mhm.
know how to love.
Okay. There's still a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people in the world.
Mhm.
And I'm not the only one. I never say that I'm special. I'm just saying that the way that I choose to create my reality is not the way a lot of people do. I create my reality different. A lot of people concentrate and they believe in their memory. I don't believe in my memory. I use my awareness to create my reality, right?
Mhm.
I kind of like hear stuff and use my information, then process it very quickly, and then come up with a solution
Okay.
live. And a lot of
Okay.
times when I speak, I edit my shit live
Mhm.
from my voice. I'm
Okay.
talking and change my words in mid sentence. Why?
Mhm.
Because I'm getting all the information right now, right? And
Okay.
I process things like that.
So we're gonna revisit that because some questions that we're gonna revisit this thought.
We got to revisit something other than love. Let's visit hate on GD. No, I'm just
So you kind of talked about it. There are different types of primordial primordial beings on Earth, including you and I. Chaos beings. You have Earth beings. Sky, darkness, sky, night, love, and time. How do we classify ourselves as such?
what if I tell you this, right? And a lot of people don't understand this, and they be looking for everybody looking for portals, goddess. What if I tell you that a lot of them beings pass through you, pass through me? They connect to your emotions and they pass through you and they make you do certain things. A lot of people don't get that part. A lot of people think that it be them making a lot of the decisions or they constantly do it, but I'm convinced that, and I know that they pass and go through you. If that ain't true, then who the fuck did and what the fuck did Jesus take out them people and throw in them pigs?
Oh
Right.
yeah.
So I'm just keeping it real, right? So people don't really understand that to speak, you got to be possessed. Because a lot of people speak from their feelings, right?
Mm.
But I just know this, right? But a lot of people be convinced, other people be convinced that it's things that you can see, like right now. a lot of people tripping off the mushrooms and they seeing little bitty people. It's a mushroom right now, right? And everybody take these mushrooms, they seeing people that's this size, right? Everybody across the world is having these same effects, right? So is the mushrooms making an illusion, or is it creating a way for them to see the people that side, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if you study uh, Muslim religion, it talks about the jinn and men. It said when God created men, He also created jinn, and jinn live right on the earth, but inside the earth, but we can't see them,
Okay.
right? So what I'm saying is different beings, yes, of course, but they possess the power to enter not only through shit, but in people, right? And a lot of times that would be controlling people, body, right?
Okay.
That's what I believe, right? But a lot of people, they got things, they saying these reptilians and the star people, and they saying all these things, right? I don't like to judge their beliefs, but I just want to say two things, right? If it is true and it's walking around and we can't see it, who's to say it can't get inside people and control their mouth, control their tongue, control what they do?
It's true.
What the fuck is an exorcism for if it's not true?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think this, right? Like I was telling you, I think when you possess the ability to love, the spirit of God get in you. And then when you don't, the other ones do. The
Okay.
jealousy, the envy, all that. Them are different entities,
Okay.
right? And but everybody want everything to have a physical body, but everything doesn't have a physical body or a shape.
Well, you said everything was God.
Yeah.
Everything was the divine. So
Yeah.
the divine is jealous.
Yeah, but I put you like this, right? And just so for the people watching this, because if I was to say God is a jealous God, then they're gonna say, you wrong. But then in the Bible it says that, right? But I'm gonna say this, just not to even glorify that, but when God created, right, He didn't actually create. God didn't create anything. God created attributes that created for Him. One of them attributes was Sophia, right? When I speak of Sophia, the attribute was the divine feminine, and it created through love, right? And then that divine feminine, when it broke, listen, scientists prove this, and I'm gonna tell you this: everything is broke off from one spot and it split and turned to another, split turned to another, and split turned to another. It morph itself, sort of like if you look into the ocean, is certain fish in the ocean that can duplicate itself, right? Starfish.
Okay.
They can duplicate themselves and turn themselves to different entities, and only one of them is actually real. So if you kill one, you really didn't kill it. You got to kill the right one. That's kind of like what God did,
Okay.
right? And these attributes, one of the attributes that created was Sophia, and the Sophia was the feminine energy that
Okay.
created the earth, and also that created the Demiurge, which is it is, and every time, I remember when I first said this, back on Real Life Street Stars, internet went crazy. Everybody, oh man, he worshipped this, and everybody want to talk about the Demiurge. What's the Demiurge? What's Sophia? Who was Obraxas? Everybody was having all these questions, and I never had a chance to get in depth or deep on it because like this show wasn't created. But no, I'm just keeping it real, right? But when Sophia created this little entity, she saw when she created him, like, oh no, I have to lock him in a firmament, right? And he is the one that created the angels and all that shit, and the heaven, the hells, all that stuff was created by him. It was part of his cycle. It was a part of his perfect reality for you and for me. It was part of his fucking prison, right? Because he was locked in the prison, therefore he locked us in the prison, right? But the only way to get out is the awareness and through the love of who? The love of Sophia, the love of what? The divine feminine. The only way for us to get free is to free the women.
So Sophia never had any negative characteristics?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. She only possessed the power of love. The only thing she did was created something that had the power to hate. It's like you having some kids, and you had the kids. You can't, and one of the kids is bad. You still gonna love the kid, right? You can't kill the kid, right? But you're gonna do something to discipline the kid, to put the kid off to where the kid can't hurt anybody else, right? So that's what she did. She created a firmament.
Okay. And so Abraxas is the person who.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. But a lot of people worship Abraxas. A lot of people like, you look at a lot of people and say, okay, I worship Abraxas. Like a lot of people worship the sun. A lot of people worship the moon. A lot of people worship everything, but there's nothing to be worshipped but everything collectively, right? And when you love everything collectively,
Yeah.
you don't worship everything collectively. You then worship the Creator, because the Creator don't need your worship or praise. He just needs your awareness. Right, that's it. I need your awareness, right? And that's the thing, right? And that's what I'm saying. Everybody think that God is just a big, beautiful creator when God don't create shit. God had an attribute that created everything that we know. Now, I'm not saying, and scientists don't know outside of this darkness, what is this? It could be some other stuff that God have created, but we have never experienced that. We all have only experienced what the law of energy has created, and it created all of these realms. None of these realms was created by the creator. They was all created by his minions. I'm just gonna be real. Everything was created by God minions. Nothing was created by. Come on, gang. Look, listen. All right, in the Bible it says this. We looked at God and God said that it was good. Who the fuck was he talking to?
But God created everything outside of its creations.
But the God that created this is feminine energy. It's a feminine God, but you don't want to say God. See, God, the creator, is different. Goddess
Okay.
created this
Okay.
feminine energy,
Okay.
right? That's plain. That's see. Everybody know that, and they don't want to admit it, but everybody know. Everybody know. And I'm just gonna say this, right? That's where everything get twisted at because don't nobody want to truly admit that the woman have more power than laying on her back and having kids. Like, they don't want to admit that part.
Okay.
That's why women right now, they going to go try to prove they masculine, want to go get truck driving jobs. Bitch, sit down. You ain't meant to do that. You meant to give love, but now people don't want love. That love don't mean shit. Love doesn't get you nowhere. Fucking and fighting to get you more than love.
Well, there's a huge debate on. I feel like it's everywhere. No, I'll just say it's in America. I don't know. Well,
We have,
it spread to other countries as well, but it used to be traditional that men protected the women, provided for the women, and loved their women. And then like nowadays, it's like it's corny to do that.
let me tell you this, right? Women do that now. Women protect the men. Everything you just said that what women do. Women is more masculine than men. Because listen, because who got the houses now? The women. Who got the cars? The women. Who driving it? The men. Listen, who got the jobs? The women. Who getting the taxes and giving it to the men to flip and they never give it back? Right? I'm keeping it real, right? So you got to understand this. Women been controlling the world, but they've been controlling it from the back seat. They need to step up front and let the world know that we doing it, right? Come tell you this, right? Every war has started over the love of a woman, and every war has been put back together for a love of a woman. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Damn, look at the kids. I want to cause peace because I don't want my kids and my wife to die. Oh no, I want to kill because you just took my woman. The woman is the center of everything. That's why I told you it's just like love. What I say love was a double-ended sword. Now what's a woman? Now you get it.
So why was it? It was one period of time where men just all out disrespected the women, and that's why we started saying, you know what?
That was
Yeah.
program. That was a program, and that program was done when the women got captured and forced into marriage, which was forced into slavery, right? Because at first, women was the goddess, and only time a man was a king because the woman was a queen, right? I'm just keeping it real, right? I'm talking way back. I'm talking about Egyptian times. I'm talking about times when women understood that they was goddess, and so did everybody else. They had the black cats doing all kind of shit, and that's why they said the black cat was bad. They practiced magic, and that's why they said they was witches, right? And all the stories that they told and everything they did was just to destroy the feminine nature. Not the
Okay.
black women. They want to always give it to the black women. No, it's the feminine energy that possessing all feminine energy, right? People don't understand that, right? But I just want to keep it real. But everybody that's watching this, they're going to say, oh, he's crazy. He don't give a fuck. Why? Because I'm giving power to the women without the power having to be in nothing other than what they have the capability. The word capacity. Compatibility. Compatibility.
Compatibility.
Yeah, compatibility to
Okay.
love. With
Okay.
love.
I got you.
Yeah, they can love. They like that's why you love so much because you was born with the love because that feminine energy from the creator in you and everything was created out of love. It just so happened to create the dimmers too.
Yeah, I think it's just time for everyone, all of us, to go back to this feminine energy that we had before. And it was only because of the masculinity energy that was toxic, and we were getting paid lower wages in the same fields as other men, and
Let me say this, right? You should possess the power. Everybody got two minds. They got a masculine side and a feminine side of their mind. But it depends on which side they let take control, right? And the whole time is when you balance the two, right? A lot of men don't know how to turn on their feminine side. They think it's gay. But the feminine side is to have compassion, right? Is to have the ability to love, to have the ability to tell the truth. Men don't tell the fucking truth. They don't have the ability to love. All men run around and do is fucking lie. Right, but you can just finish what you're saying. I just wanted to let you know that one thing is that you have two minds. One of them is, of course, is the feminine, and the other side is the masculine, and that's why I split. And then when you align the two, and then you have the perfect ability of God, because that's what I be talking about, and people don't be listening.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah, so and how like we would get paid lower wages than men who was in the same field as us, how men were allowed to vote before us, and I just felt like our opinions and our feelings were starting to be buried in a way.
There you go. Because it didn't matter. It didn't matter because man was stronger. Right? Listen, a lot of times in the streets, men always judge their shit by their physical strength. You see me, I was always small and I beat them all the time because they underestimated me. Men always underestimate other people because they're not stronger than them, right? Mm-hmm. So they underestimate women because y'all don't possess the physical strength. But y'all always have them crying, begging on their knees because y'all got the ability to love and they can't feel it. And then when you take it away, they don't feel it no more because they don't know how to feel it within themselves. They don't know how to turn on their masculine and their feminine,
Oh, okay.
right? Because you turn it on a part of them that they don't know how to turn on,
Okay.
right? But once they possess the power to turn it on themselves, they no longer need you, and then you just become like a decision that they can make, right? But because once you remove that and once you learn how to do that, then you can make a better decision for a woman. Because a lot of people make decisions based on the fact of what they don't got, based on the fact of lack. You should make all your decisions based on the fact I got everything together, and do I want or do I not? And when it's that decision, then you kind of like look at everything, and then it be I do not.
But can't you agree that the world would be a better place if we would all come together and be honest with each other? Like, hey, like I want to say decision making together because I think women have more knowledge in that area than men in a
Stop,
sense.
stop. Listen, I'm gonna say this: women, they got what they call women intuition, right? But I call it the direct pipeline to the creator. That's what I
Okay.
call it, right? Because like what I'm telling you all the time, that's why I don't have to read, and that's why I don't have to study because I tap into that, right? And that's how I get my information. You feminine energy, so that information is good. It's when you say smarter, I say more in line.
Okay, but I tell you my idea, and you go and you be the force that actually does it, like the power that carries it out.
That's how I've been since the beginning of time. I just told you I tapped into the mind of Sophia, and I'm the one that carried it out, right? I'm still carrying out the divine feminine mission. That's what I do. I keep telling everybody that.
So
That's what I
both
do.
balance, like you're both on your own.
Of course, because I get my information from where anytime they call it Jesus consciousness, but Jesus consciousness is feminine, right? And that's the feminine energy coming from Sophia. So anytime you tap into that, and then I'm still a man, I still get to defend myself. So I'm defending the know-how and the power of the wisdom that I captured from Sophia.
Okay, so the women who are like entrepreneurs and yeah, they have like that masculine energy and feminine energy.
There you go. But it's like this, right? And this is what I want to say. I want to say this, and I want to be very serious when I say this. Women need to understand who and what they are, right? Because they are more than meet the eyes, right? They're kind of like transformers, right? They could be a lot of things, and I like to say a woman should be more like the cat, right? You know how a cat can come through and it can purr on you, make you feel good, it bounce out. You never know where it's coming, but it always come back. So like a woman, right? But that cat will get that love to anybody that need it, and then move it around. Cat to go through this room won't bother you. Somebody's sick, it'll go on the perm, get away from that person because people don't know this. Black cats absorb negative energy. Right, so that's why I'm looking for one right now, right? A lot of people know this, right? And that's feminine energy, and it should be unpredictable. And a lot of times, people they say I'm unpredictable, but that's a good thing, right? And that's a great thing because you will never be able to predict me. But only thing you can understand that I always do the correct thing because I'm always trying to do what's according to the Creator. But the Creator, uh, that give the knowledge on this plane of existence is the divine feminine, which is Sophia.
But so, I mean, Sophia created Abraxas, so we're all Abraxas.
I'm break it down. Like I'm breaking down like people watching this. People don't get caught up in names. They always do caught up in names, but Abraxas was just a way to say number of days of the year. Number of days, yeah, I swear that's what it means, right? It'll be the craziest shit that mean the craziest shit, and then you won't understand what the fuck it means. Like, what the fuck does it mean? The days of the year. The only thing that can represent the whole universe and put it in one word because they created words and then people told the meaning. Like you said, they just simply put it in a book and then it became law.
Yeah.
Right? So when I say Sophia, Sophia means divine feminine energy was his wisdom. Right? But a lot of people say, oh, he's crazy. But for those watching and watch past the shit I just said, now they got to understand it. But at first I was just crazy.
So we personalized that
Yeah,
energy.
too much. Like everybody put too much.
Okay.
Like they personalize the word God too much. Like if I say fuck God right now, oh he just committed adultery or whatever. Not adultery. That's when you fuck somebody. He just committed what's adultery? What the fuck is that? Well, if we have sex with somebody, you cheat. Yeah. So I ain't do that. Well, yeah, I didn't do that one. Did I do that? I just said it. I better not have did that. No, listen. No, I'm keeping it real. No, I'm saying but you commit a sin. Like every time you commit a sin, people think that. It's bad. But I think I'm crazy. If I tell you the sins was good, you gonna be like, oh no, they bad. But I promise, motherfucker, keep on sinning, they ain't gonna want to do it no more.
If they keep
You
sending,
ain't want to do it no more. Cause everything that come with it. Listen, I'll tell you, every nigga that I know in the trenches have did so much, we don't want to do it no more. I'm talking about we literally don't want to do it no more. But come outside and you forced to do it because the thoughts keep on attracting the same thing to us, but none of us want to do it. Listen, I didn't want to kill nobody. I didn't want to never kill anything. But when you put in a situation, shit gotta die. That's how it go. And you know, I mean, what you gonna do? Yeah, I'm serious. Sound crazy, but it's true.
okay. So my favorite universal law is divine oneness, and you touch basis on it, where everything is connected and that we're all one. And in drumline, that saying was like one band, one sound.
Right.
I wish that we could all like abide by that saying.
Ah, let me tell you something, right? And I don't think you understand. We forced to abide by the law of one, even if we don't want to. Because, like I tell you, if you remove one thing, we no longer exist.
Oh yeah.
Right? But I'm just gonna say this, right? A lot of people in the world don't want to admit to everything being one because they want to be special. That's why everybody in the streets and everybody in the religious and everybody in the spiritual group, they always run around saying, "I'm the chosen," because everybody want to be chosen. But it's hard to tell them nobody's fucking chosen. Everybody the fucking same, even me. Right? It's no different.
Okay. Let's not use the term chosen. Let's not use the term chosen
What you
then.
gonna use
Because
then?
some people were appointed in higher positions to lead
I put like this.
others.
You appoint yourself. Listen, people don't get this. You know why I'm a prophet? Because I appointed myself. I was not a prophet until I told myself I was. Then the information came. Listen, I'm gonna say this right, and I just want to say I just want to be clear, and I just want to be so clear, so clear. It's crazy. Um, life in a human and life in the animal is the same. It's nothing different
Right.
on this plane of existence. But everybody want to be special. Everybody want to be the one. But everything is the one.
Well, yeah, but like the different types of life, they have different positions. They have different.
You missed the key thing, goddess. It's all life. It's all one thing, broken down into many. Listen, it doesn't matter. Everything is scattered. Humpty Dumpty fell on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty he fell. They put them together again, right? Everything comes together again. That's what I'm saying. So nothing on earth, on this planet existence, is
Okay.
separated from
Okay.
God.
So like one is not more important than the other. Okay.
Because without one, the other would not
Exist.
exist.
Okay, I got you.
Right? So I'm
Yeah.
saying, given the fact that, and this is why the Creator chose not to put people in position of power like that, in position of authority like that, because they start thinking that they better. I'm for real, cause like once I know that I got a position of power and I'm better, I'm gonna move like I'm better.
Okay.
But once I understand that you are me and I'm you, I'm gonna remain humble and
Right.
understand that. Keep love in my heart, knowing that where I am, you will always and will be through
Okay.
me,
Right.
right? Because as long as I make it, all of us make it,
Yeah.
right? So that's what people don't understand, right? The human race is still good because one of us made it, and the one that we know is Jesus, the other one that we know is Buddha, but all of us ain't make it. So if one of us make it, all of us make it.
But that's not what happened though.
It is what happened. We still here. We still going. You and I just don't remember. Listen, I see the face. I love the face. But I'm going to say this right here. If that's not what happened, then it'd be a hell. We'd be burning. We'd cease to exist. Everybody that's here, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this for real. Everybody on this existence
Right.
will eventually
Uh-huh.
pass the maze successfully.
Yeah.
Everything.
But it takes some people.
And return to God and start over.
Right.
This is how it go. It's the they like to call it the eternal loop. It never stop looping, right? And people don't understand that, right? And that's the the best scientists that we know of that created this never-ending fucking loop.
It ends for some people.
Oh
Like,
no, you forget. Listen, it never ends. Oh my God, energy only transfer, and what I mean by that is it never ends. They're gonna eventually. Listen, it's probably some super motherfucker that stayed a frog 30,000 times, kept on becoming a frog with every animal, never got past that level, right? So this is the hardest level. The learning how to control. Listen, I told you this before, and I'm gonna go back to what I told you before.
okay.
You start off with like one cell, and that one cell turn to many cells, but that's you mutating and becoming more. And every time you gain something new, a new lesson need to be learned.
Right.
So once you become a human, all the stuff you have a new lesson need to be learned, right? And the good thing about it is, and I just want to say this, and I just want to say this just to clarify,
Okay.
the Demerge, don't think that he bad, right? Everything that he do it out of ego. Why? Because he never met none like him. So he think that he is the chosen one. We stuck in prison by a motherfucker that think they the chosen one. I'm just keeping it real, gang. I'm gonna bring it together for you.
No.
You asked him, he God. He said, listen, I'm the only God.
But he know that he's not.
No, he don't. He don't know. Because listen, if he knew that he wouldn't do that which he do. Read his books that he gave to people. The Bible.
That he gave to people, but he knew that there were other gods
He
who
said, there's no
existed.
God but me.
That's what he said.
Yeah. And that's what he
For us
believed.
to worship him and him only and not the other gods.
What if I tell you this?
Okay.
And this is gonna be something that people won't understand. What if I tell you that gods can be broken down to emotions? The
Okay.
different types of emotions you choose to align with becomes your God. So when you pick up a gun, you are now worshiping the God of war, right? Because you're going to kill, right? So remember what you said in the beginning is these entities and these different species and different things getting into people. This is how, right? God of war, when a nigga grab the gun, they get the weapons, create the weapons, what's in you? What is that? when you give love, you give what's that? That's the love word. God.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real, goddess. I just can't lie to you because like a lot of you, and then I gotta, then that mean, well, a lot of y'all got, I love you, but I don't feel like lying to you today
I appreciate that.
because we on camera. Yeah, lie to you when we get off.
Okay. So, okay. So none of us are chosen. I mean, well, none of us were.
No, we are chosen. We chosen to have the special thing, life energy.
Cause some people come back as master numbers. Like they come back and they remember faster who they are, and they're actually like the judges.
Choices.
And you have watchers.
Choice. Like I say, listen. If you go to school, right, and you did 12th grade 50 times, you still the same 12th grade. You just know the shit by heart, right? Because you've been through the 12th grade how many times? So you have a choice to go back. I told you we stacked up and listen. So look. So when you remember, we stacked up the earth. Like right, we say, imagine this cup, right? Imagine this cup being different layers, right? Of course, Earth would be like right here, right? Of course, it's surrounded by water, and then another mass, water, then another mass, water, then another mass, water, what they call the sky. But that's water. So imagine beings that have passed this level. Of course, if they go this level and they come back down to 12th grade, of course they can help people.
But how could that being help me?
Because it's in a higher
And I
dimension than you.
passed it way faster, way earlier than
Because you
them.
passed it once before. That's what I'm telling you. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, listen. So what you call time don't exist. So you're trying to think in a mind side of time. Take time out your mind.
Okay.
Just take time from the seek of existence. Time doesn't exist,
Okay.
right? So if time doesn't exist, that means everything is connected. That means everything already happened, but it hasn't, right? But it has, right?
Okay.
So what I'm telling you is that is some people that have forgotten that it happened, but it has happened. Right? Revelation means to re-reveal. So everything that happened has already happened. Even right now, this have happened because we dreamed about it last night.
Okay.
Right? So this reality have already happened because we dreamed about it for us to go through it.
They're forgotten because they wasn't paying attention to it the first time the message was passed on to them.
It's just like deja vu. Every time you wake up, you get deja vu. You forgot that you created this reality in your sleep last night. It was only a few hours ago. That's why there's no such thing as time. Because you go to sleep and you can live a whole lifetime in 10 hours. There's no such thing as time.
Okay.
So take time from this.
Okay, but some people that still doesn't debunk the fact that some people remember faster.
I just told you why. Because if I, let me tell you something. This is how I remember faster. If I went through it aware, like right now, right? If I go through it aware, if I go through 12th grade aware, I'm going to remember. And if I put myself through it again, it's going to come back faster. Just like now, if I'm like, damn, I've seen this movie before, it's going to come back faster. Sometimes it do come back faster. It doesn't mean that that person is chosen because once it come back in me, I got the same ability as you. So how was you even better?
Because once you catch up to everything that I've already learned, well, I won't say time. You said not to.
Once I catch up, we still the same.
No, I've already learned a lot more knowledge.
But as soon as I catch up, we become one. That's why the Creator is so good. No one is above nobody. Soon as I catch up with you, I can now do what you've been doing.
I'm not saying anybody is better than anybody else.
You get what I'm saying?
But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Me personally, I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. But I do better, I know better, I act better, so I am better. I'm not saying that I think that I'm better.
No, you are
I
better.
became better.
Let me tell you something. You are better because you possess the ability to know better. But the better that you are, everybody can and will be. That's what I'm saying. They are not there yet. But the moment they are, they can receive all the blessings that you got, that you possess for yourself.
Yeah, well, I won't say
Through the
me.
same channel that you got it through.
Right.
That's
And
what
I
I'm saying.
can be that vessel for them, like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I can be that person who gets them to the messenger faster.
This what you can be, right? And this what you got the ability to be. This what you are. Feminine energy is a magnet, right? You have the ability to pull things to you. You know how you can walk down the street and then you can notice all heads, everybody look at you, men included, women included. You're a magnet. Female energy is magnetized. Of course, you can pull somebody to you, but that's only part of the job. They got to possess the rest of the way. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. So they got to possess the ability to do it at the end.
Okay, so no matter how much I can teach them and they learn from me, they can never.
You can
Okay,
never wake them up. Listen, to wake them up, it got to come from
them
themselves,
themselves.
right? You can influence the awakening. Let me tell you this, right? This video that we're doing right now, we imagine that people will listen to it immediately. A light will pop on, and it will. But how long will it last? Right? Listen, the ability to keep the same thoughts over a long period of time is something called focus. And a lot of times we don't have the ability to focus on things quite that long. Why? Because there's so many things in the world, so many possibilities, too many different kind of burgers. You got the hamburger, you got the double cheeseburger, you got the Whopper burger, you got the it's all the fucking burger, right? It's so many different choices to get the same shit, right? So ain't nobody got enough time. I gotta do it fast.
Right, and they'll always be the students. They'll always be the ones who's watching and listening to everything that you're saying.
Let me say this, right? And I've said this a lot of times, and people don't get this part. They always say, "Who are you?" I said, "Wait till I'm dead to judge me." Right? So hold your judge. You hold your judge for one reason, not because people don't deserve to be judged, because they could change any minute. Right? That's what I'm saying.
I recognize patterns. So if I see it, then I'm going to point it out and I'm going
The
to.
moment you point it out, you just lost, because then you can't point it out until it happened. You got to stay aware. Because listen, let me tell you this, right? I watch patterns. I love to see a lot of patterns, but I hold on nothing until it presents itself clearly for me to make a
Okay.
move, right?
Okay.
Because other than that, it's called paranoia, right? Listen, it's the ability to be aware of everything around me without directly going into nothing. Let me say this right here, right? And it's kind of crazy. And I seen this on the thing, and it kind of like made me crazy. And I'm like, okay, cool. What the fuck it mean? But I'm gonna tell you what it means. A lot of people probably seen this game. It's on the internet. It's a game in the room, right? It tell you, hey yo, if you can count the number of bounces that this person bounced, then your awareness is good. Now, when this person was bouncing, there's a whole lot of other stuff going on around the bounces, right? Now, you focus on catching the bounces. When you count the bounces, they got to the end and said, well, you focus on counting the bounces, but you counted all the bounces, but you missed the monkey running through the room. So maybe you shouldn't put all your time and ability in knowing, but in being aware of everything.
But I'm already aware of everything, hence why I'm able to recognize a pattern and being able to diagnose it and say that's what that is, and I can move on with my life.
But once you diagnose it, listen, a lot of times the doctors diagnose somebody with something and then they go back and they change. They call it immaculate. It's like, oh, how the fuck did this happen? So wait wait for your judgment, right? Because everything, like you said, will transform into something else right in front of your eyes, and sometimes you can help it. So was a diagnosis anyway, or was it just going through a phase? Because nothing is stuck. Everything is only for the moment, right? So the moment you diagnose it, it's just going. It isn't. The diagnosis means that it's going to be this, and it don't have the ability to change. If I diagnose this to be a rock, that means it's a rock. It can't change from being a rock. If you diagnose some motherfucker with cancer, then the cancer could go away. Was it a diagnosis or not?
It was.
I know, because it went away. It was fake. Just like love. You didn't get that part though.
If that person didn't have, well, if that person had to undergo treatment, or that person had to change their diet for the cancerous cells to go away, they had the cancer.
Diagnose them again. They never had shit. They had a problem in their mind. It
It's
was a
just
moment.
it's in remission, but they had the
Nah, they
cancer.
never had it because it's gone. Once it's gone, you never had it. Once I paid my light bill, it came back on and it's good. Listen, I'm just keeping it real, right? A lot of people don't understand life is moment to moment. In the past, it's forgotten. All
Okay.
right, and I'm just keeping it real, right? Because I'm moving forward, and a lot of times people want to hold on to things when they pass. Listen, I I got a good friend.
Okay.
Good friend. I love him to death. I recently had to quit talking to him. He don't understand why, but I do, right? And listen, I'm just gonna say this, right? When you are stepping into a different version of you, you got to become that version of you now and disconnect from things that hurt that version of you now, even though the things that can hurt it don't even exist in this reality yet. But if you don't remove it, then it will never exist in that reality. Just like if I want the birds to come eat, I go put out bird food. If I don't put out bird food, then how am I gonna get the bird? Before the birds come, I gotta put out the food first, and I gotta make sure to remove anything that'll scare the birds from coming.
Right, and you know that when you put out the bird food, the bird is going to
Yeah,
come.
unless it's something that the bird fear that's out there, right? And sometimes you gotta move away things. Cause listen, I love you, but you scare the birds, and I'm trying to get some birds. I ain't trying to keep you.
Okay. Well, that will just be a new pattern for me to recognize and keep in the back of my
Oh, goddamn pattern and
mind.
shit. Listen, I don't listen. It's good. Look, I'm saying we get to where we at by recognizing patterns, right? Patterns is good. Recognize patterns, and it creates awareness, and we can make moves quicker than other people. I'm not saying no, don't do that. I'm saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying when it comes to judgment, hold your judgment. Hold your judgment because Jesus said this, right? And he said, don't judge nobody. Don't judge. Because let me tell you this. He ain't said because when you judge somebody you wrong, but when you judge somebody you wrong, you gonna be wrong because they gonna change. They gonna change in the next moment. I'm gonna judge you to tell me the truth, and then you gonna lie to me. I'm gonna judge you to do me right, and then you gonna do me wrong. Everything that I judge you for, you gonna switch. I'm gonna think that you had cancer and finna die. I'm finna get all your clothes, and then they gonna go on remittance. And
But
then I'll be like, the fuck.
but like you said, life is moment to
Yeah.
moment. I can't judge that person based on the moment and their behavior.
Just say your judgment because then you have to keep on judging them over and over again. Everybody a piece of shit to me.
They do what?
Stop holding your judgment so you ain't gotta keep on changing. Everybody a piece of shit to me. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so
judging.
I ain't gotta wait for them to become a piece of shit. You already a piece of shit.
So you don't have expectations for
No,
anyone.
but I love all the pieces of shit. See, I'm tricky. I keep telling you, look, I remember I told you at the beginning, to love, to be what? To be able to receive pain. So I just said that in reverse. Yeah, so
Okay.
you gotta understand, like I got away with words, right? And I use my words differently than a lot of people because like I believe that communication is the ability to kind of like try my best to put together the freak what God is saying. Like words is only our ability to try to understand and tell you what the Creator is saying.
So what you said couldn't have inflicted pain on other
It don't
people?
matter if it do because pain leads you to love. I can tell you that it's the same road. It's the same road. Pain and love is the same road. Because a person do the same thing in pain they do for love. The same person do the same thing when they hate you, they do when they love you. A person to love you and kill you. A person to hate you and kill you. It's the same.
If someone is causing me pain over and over again, I can still love that person,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to. I can love that person in a different way.
No, you gotta love him the same way because you gotta understand this. Love him in a way to understand that he's sick. Listen, he never had the ability to love you in the first place. Because only when somebody do it once and do it again, do a lot of many times, it's insanity, right? So when they keep on doing it, they know they have no ability to stop. So you have to love them like, damn, you ain't got the ability to stop. Let me get the fuck out the way then. I love you. Go on roll.
And so I can change that person.
No, you can't change
If
the
I
person.
love
You can
them,
get
I
out
can
the
change.
way. They are stuck. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? You have the not ability to change nobody. Whatever they do, they're gonna keep on doing, right? And when you find out, they're gonna find a new way to do it. So all thing you can do is move out the way. It's like let me tell you something, right? Out in the trenches, a motherfucker come shooting. All I can do is duck if I ain't got a gun to shoot back, right? So what I'm saying is them people that love like that or that do that shit repeatedly, they are suicidal. Because they don't know. I told you before this even started. I told you everybody in the world that's in the world now, they are drifting, and drifting is the same thing as being under hypnosis,
Okay.
right? They don't know. Every moment they come to, snap the finger and sleep again, right? Because they sleep again by the emotions, certain things. Remember, we just said that they don't control their body, so the things that's in their body controlling their body. But every time and ten they come up, and like, I love you so much, and they really love you in that moment.
So you don't believe that they could change?
That moment, they can go back to that moment, but they are controlled by their emotions. Listen, the only way to um, to keep the ability to love is to live in love and let all the other emotions pass through you. Who can do that? Can't nobody sit still through anger. Can't nobody sit still through sadness to let that go ahead and rise and then fall back down. Because that's what emotions do. Like I can feel mine. Like you aware your emotions and you can feel them. You can feel your anger rise all the way up and then you can feel it rise all the way down. And it feel good when it rises down. And you say, damn, it went right down. So you can understand that. They said, they realized, they said the new genius is this. People thought that genius was something else. But there was scientists come up saying the new genius is not the person that observed everything else, but the person that got the mindset to observe their own thoughts.
Right.
Yeah.
You can to observe your own thoughts
Yeah.
and others as
Your
well.
own. Because when you observe your own, you can understand everybody. Listen, it was said, and I'm going to tell you what it said. I don't know if you ever heard of something called Moore Science Temple, but they had a book, and the person that wrote the book was Noble Jew Ali. And the book said this: I'm going to give you what it takes to save a nation. I take it and say yourself. Right? If that was in reverse, everything is in reverse. Because once you say yourself, you just say the nation. Because once you say yourself, you just invented a new world, and everybody that come in that world will be saved.
Okay.
But you can't save the people that are stuck in that dimension. That's what we try to do. We try to change our world and then change other people. No, when you change your world, everything new will come, and
Right.
everything old shall stay.
You have to be your own savior. And that's what I was trying to, that's the point that I was
Now, I don't think
trying.
you get that part. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying, listen, I'm saying this. Let me show you this. So this is the life that you created when you was in pain. Bam. These are people, the situations, all of that. Once you create a new life, a new stuff is gonna bring in new stuff. A lot of people get stuck trying to bring that back. That is no longer here. That never existed except your new life. That this is gonna be better here. It's gonna be something else. This is a new walk for
So what
you.
happens to that?
It goes away. You know why it goes away? Because that was part of your old life. You created a new reality, right? You have to have the power and the will to walk into that new reality and understand that.
But what if I can make that beautiful? What if I can accept
It's
that?
already beautiful the fact that it had a chance to be with you, and it's already beautiful because whatever it is got a fact to still see you, and it can still grow. But like you said, you can then do certain things to help them. But you gotta understand this: that attachments to certain things stop you from reaching where you need to go. Remember, I just told you about the birds. If I want to bring them there, I
Yeah.
gotta remove everything from
Okay.
around it that's gonna scare it away. So you gotta understand this. So
Okay.
the more you want from you, the more you be aware to understand that I gotta love you, but you're sick, right? And
Okay.
that's how it is,
Okay.
right? And that's why everybody can't go, right? But that don't mean that we can't love everybody and we don't love everybody. That just means that everybody don't have ability to go right now.
Right. Okay. I agree with that.
And I don't have ability to change nobody. Even Jesus knew that. How the fuck can I change? Listen, people only change when their mind is set on changing. You cannot heal nobody. People heal themselves. You
Okay.
cannot help nobody. People help themselves. Right? And
I
these are the
agree.
things that I think is so hard for people like us because fucking my whole existence is to help. But
Right.
what I realized through all of that, yeah, think about it. I was a person in the trenches that had the money to leave, but I stayed because I wanted to help. That help turned to hurt because I was hurting myself. High blood pressure, all this kind of stuff. No ability to do anything for me, right? And that was that love. I didn't want people in the same situation. Now I understand if I want to help a fucked up person, I just can't become the second one.
But you don't have to, because you're better than that.
As soon as you say you better, you can slip right back. You got to understand this. They got one thing that say it go like this, right? If you did drugs, right, and say your particular drug of choice was crack, and you smoke crack, they'll tell you, hey, don't be around crack. You have a high possibility of
That
you
you
wanting to smoke that crack
relapse.
again.
Mhm.
That you'll relapse, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is this: a lot of times, them people or them places was giving you an imitation version of love. If you just look forward, what you was missing the whole time is standing right in front of you, not behind you.
You can be strong enough. If somebody come to you who had the same addiction, you can be strong enough to tell them like, hey, this is the outcome of it. Don't do it, or just
I
listen.
like you live in a fairy tale, but they already know. I like the world you live in, fairy tale world, make believe. I like it. I get that part. It's beautiful. But there's no happy endings here. The only way to get out of here is for a person to do it themselves. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? I love people. I love kids. I love children. I love the world. But I love them so much that I understand that I gotta strike their awareness to let them know that they can change, right? I know that I can't teach them the moment I teach them, they forget. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be real. I spent hours, and everybody watching this have too, and anybody with kids have experienced this. I went through my life doing wrong. I spent hours trying to steal my son, trying to teach him, and he went and did the opposite. And I'm gonna say this, right? It's not that he did it because he didn't like me. He
Mhm.
did it because he had to figure it out. See, I think that people don't let people figure it out. They always do it for them. But if you let people figure it out, then life will be better. Life is not better because people got too much assistance and too much help. And the help that they got is never right for them.
We entered a period where we're letting people figure it out, and I don't think that it's
Nah, we
working.
didn't. Anybody figured out they're being controlled. Everybody celebrating Christmas. Who told them to do that? Everybody celebrating holidays. Everybody going to school. They're being controlled. Nobody's listen. If that's the case, name one person in the world that live for themselves. Nobody. Everybody in the world is living off somebody else, and they program with TV. They told them what a family supposed to look like. They told them everything based on what they perceived as correct. So I'm telling you this: to fix the world, go back to the Stone Age, and everybody got to learn over. But
Okay.
right now, to try to do that is the like to try to squeeze sexy red ass in this cup. It ain't going in.
Eventually, it'll return back to its
Of
original
course.
state.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm telling you, everything returned back to the original state.
Okay.
So just have to wait. That's why, yeah, I realized that I can't change you, but I can influence you to change.
But what about the conversation we had about the streets dying and that, you know,
Our streets dead. They've been the same for the last 50 years.
and I just said that it's being rebuilt. Like I called it out. Like yeah, it is. The streets are dead. Like everybody talks about how bad the streets are, and us shining the light on it is making people in the streets be aware of.
I'm gonna say this about the streets, right? People confused of what the streets is. Is the streets poverty? Listen, is the streets nervous system dysfunction? What is the streets? Because I'm confused and don't understand what people are saying on the streets. I'm gonna tell you what I mean because like I'd have been places in the streets that was not like the streets. I mean, it was
Okay.
different people homes, different homes inside the streets. Like my grandma had a church inside the streets, and it was a place where you felt love, right, inside of
Mhm.
all this
Mhm.
hate, right. I'm just gonna say that, and everybody watching this know they possess the power to support you so good when you down. Like I'm talking about when you lose, oh, it's gonna be okay. They support you. They just don't possess the power to support you when you up. But if you was to fall around somebody that's strictly from the streets, they feed you, they clothe you, they tell you everything because they just so happy you down. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what a lot of people don't get. And as soon as you go up, they
Mhm.
don't like you no more. They love to see you down. They take care of you when you down. Yeah,
Okay, so
it's crazy, ain't it?
it is. It can be.
There's such thing as the last, because your last question always lead to your next.
It does.
That's how life go.
So it seems like everything that happened in the dark over the past few years with the Democratic Party is coming to light. This doesn't only apply to politics, though. Like the streets as well are being exposed.
I put it like this: everybody want to say things that's done in the dark is coming to the light, or things starting to happen that never happened before. I think that people just wasn't aware that it was happening. A lot of people believed in Democratic, and a lot of people wanted to be Democratic until Trump gave away all that money. And then all of a sudden, everybody Republican in the world, it just switched easily. You think everybody voted for Trump, and Trump was a Republican. He gave people money. They forgot about it. The parties don't matter. Let me tell you what I mean.
Okay.
I just said it to say this: the parties don't matter. The president don't matter because a president never been elected; they've been selected,
Okay.
right? So I'm just saying. So it's like this. So we're looking at a game that's only played on people that believe it. Yeah, so it's like it's really it's no president, because even the president is being controlled. You see when they take Trump somewhere, he bowed to other people, right? He bowed. Who the fuck he bowing for? He's so big and strong, he bowing the shit. And I don't keep it real, he bowing the shit, right? But we call it respect. Prophet Muhammad, he took Christmas gifts at Christmas time for respect, right? But I'm just saying that they recognize power. That's what I'm saying. So you ain't gonna bow to nobody unless you recognize they what? They power.
Okay.
Right? I'm not gonna accept the president from you unless I recognize this president's love. I'm not gonna accept it and it's a bomb. I open it up and blow me up.
Okay. And is the bowing was out of respect?
Or fear, you never know. It could be a both way. It's a double-edged sword. Listen, I told you, everything is on the eyes of the beholder. If a person believed that it was for fear, then it was for fear. If a person believed that it was for respect, it was for respect. Because can't nobody tell you nothing other than what you believe. You know, I'm keeping it real. That's why I'm telling you, belief is so important. We go back to the beginning when you said about manifestation, and everybody believe that their reality is really happening. That's why they stuck in it. It's not actually happening. Because you can change it with your mind. I told you this before this started. I like to say shit so people can understand the conversations that be going on before the camera start. I told you that I quantum leaped into a reality that I'm yet to understand how to control. But I'm learning as I go
Right.
because I quantum leaped. And that's the thing about the future. And that's the thing about walking by faith and not by sight. When you get there, you not going to understand what's there. And only thing that's going to get you through it is your awareness. I ain't got time to stop and read a book. I ain't got time to stop and ask directions. The decision I need to make is now. And you learn that in the streets.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But
I always butt with you. I'm waiting on the butt. I'm waiting on the butt every time. We're gonna be I'm waiting on the butt every
that
time.
was one of the points that I was trying to make. But it was like y the split that's happening right now, which the good people are choosing their side, the evil people. Well,
No
yeah,
good or
the
bad.
evil. I mean,
There's no good. Listen. I keep telling. I'm gonna tell you this. There's no duality. There's no such thing as good or bad. Because good bad only lead people to good, and good sometimes can lead you to bad. That's what they was talking about in the yin and the yang, right? Whatever you love shall bring you pain, right? And whatever, it don't matter what it is. Whatever you cherish, you hold on and worship as your God, gonna bring you pain. The day is ripped away from you, and it shall be ripped away from you. Everything that you hold, you should one day have to let go, either by force or by choice.
so it doesn't matter if my choices are bringing other people pain.
All your choices gonna ever listen. You can't be indeterminate of that because your choices gonna forever bring people pain. The moment you listen, I'm telling you this: if you got a job, you decide not to go to work tomorrow, you gonna bring the manager the pain because he got to take your shift. And that was just a decision that you made for yourself to help yourself. So every time you do something to help you, you always got to hurt somebody. That's the thing. You cannot get here without hurting nobody because you're going to hurt the people around you because you can no longer associate with them because you got different friends. Not because they didn't matter, but your different friend is you. And you never knew you. And once you find out who you are, you spend so much time with yourself because you realize that you keep changing and you want to know why.
Well, in my reality, I'm like an inspiration to others. I don't think that I'm causing anybody.
Of course, you're inspiration, and that's what you should be. You was put here to be an inspiration, as us all. But I'm just gonna say this: in some people's eyes, they look at you through jealousy. You ain't no inspiration. They wanna choke you. They wanna kill you. They wanna murder you. They don't wanna see you in existence. You from Baltimore. You gotta remember that. You from a place to where people don't possess the ability to love over a long period of time. I can love you when we the same. You go above me, you gotta pull. I gotta pull you down like crabs in a bucket. That's what we come up with. I don't know, but you from Baltimore. I notice how they get down to Baltimore. I know nobody want to see you do good in Baltimore. So, though you are doing good, some people want to see you do good, but somewhere in Baltimore, in the world, your doing good is hurting somebody. Just by you simply doing good.
Okay.
And it's gonna continue to hurt them because they not hurt because you doing good. They hurt because they not doing good. They hurt because you doing better than them because they keep separating you from them. But if they only saw them and you, they can see what you did to get there and they can duplicate. But they gotta have the ability to see. Listen, if that's what I had to do. Like I hate having to see myself as Adam 22. Like for real, I'm for real. I had to see myself as him to take him over, and I took him over because I saw myself as being that white man. What would I do if I was Adam? Like everybody used to have a thing. What would Jesus do? Right. So if everybody thought what would Jesus do and moved up them thoughts, everybody in the world would be perfect.
Well, yeah, and Jesus is pretty much transparent with all of his
But
stories.
who was Jesus? Was Jesus Horus? Right? Well, is Jesus consciousness or is Jesus a physical being? Right? And this is what we are trying to determine. And people spend so much time trying to determine that they forget the message. Right? That's why I say that just to really spice shit up because like people are so concerned over who Jesus is, what color Jesus was, where Jesus was from, they forgot the message of Jesus.
What was the message?
That ye are gods. Jesus said, I came to tell ye that ye are gods. And then people don't understand that part. People say he came down the cross. But if he came down the cross, he would have said that. Listen, if he came down the cross, he wouldn't have said, Father God, why have you forsaken me?
So how is he the only one that was performing all of these
He ain't the
miracles?
only, listen, you don't get that part, dude. Listen, remember I just told you, I don't think you get it. When you possess the
Okay.
divine feminine nature and you possess the ability to tap in to the divine, the things that you do on this plane of existence, they're gonna call it magic. Because you're gonna understand what certain things do. Like you're gonna understand, hey, this dirt and healing, let me put it on your eyes. Something gonna tell you this. You're gonna understand this. You're gonna understand science. And once you understand science, you're gonna understand that everything is everything mixed together. So you're gonna understand how to mix things together to heal certain shit, how to mix things together and bring life back. But one thing you ain't gonna never learn how to do, and God ain't taught nobody how to do this, is give their life power. They tried to do it with Frankenstein. They built the Frankenstein. Frankenstein is real. Oh, you think I'm playing? This is what they did, right? I don't think I'm playing. They understood the chakras. They understood how the chakras work. They understood that your chakras, at first they thought they was in the front, and then they found out they was in the rib cage, was in the back, right on your spine. So when they found that, they understand that these control all of the energy that's coming to your body, and it just disperse of it naturally through your body, and this thing that's keeping you alive. This is where your life energy travel,
Okay.
not where the soul is, but this is what causes everything to move
Okay.
and shit like that. So they did that. They created the Frankenstein. He came alive. He's still alive. He walking around. A lot of people call him what they call him. They call him what they call him? They call him the walk. What's the thing they call him? The walking things that ain't got no conscience. Spiritual people call him something. What they call him in the spiritual world? What they call the walking dead in the spiritual world?
Zombies?
No, they don't call them zombies. They call them something else. DAs, CAs, PAs. Yeah, so, not deities. You dumbass. They call them like they carbon copies. They DAs. They gonna tell you in the comments. I'm bad with words.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's like a different species of people got everything but a soul.
okay. Like how they say that vampires are
Yeah, it's
real.
Frankenstein. They created them. They got him in the trenches. Listen, I'm saying this. I knew a nigga in the hood. I know for a fact he was one of them. And I know for a fact he's still one of them. This nigga kill, and won't regret it at all. Listen, we all have did shit. We all have regrets. He
Yeah.
had none. Listen, went to jail, stayed in jail forever, never got out, killed again, went back, still don't give a fuck. Listen, I'm gonna say this. He don't possess the ability to give love without manipulation.
So how does one person, how do somebody become that way?
He MP. MP. That's what he is. He MP.
Oh, okay.
He MP. See, it comes to me when it need to come to me. He an MP, right? And that's Frankenstein. MPs is Frankenstein. They made them and placed them in the hood.
NPC.
Yeah, NPC.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can make babies and shit. They do all that shit. But let me tell you this, and you probably won't understand it when I tell you this, but you can put a soul in them. So you can choose, people can choose to put a soul inside that body as a walking shell. I'm serious. I'm serious. It sounds kind of crazy like we live in sci-fi. We live in sci-fi. I can cry right now, right? Because a lot of times you don't know whether you are talking to this or a person that have a compassion. Like you can tell in the streets the way these niggas kill you, the way they fuck you up. This nigga ain't got the ability to love, right?
So I can show people how to love.
You got to show them how to love with the ability to accept pain.
Okay.
It's so sad, but it's true, right? To love is to feel pain. To love is pain. That's why they say that, because when I truly love, I understand that I'm gonna feel a lot of pain because I'm gonna be hurt. Listen, that's what I mean. It's easy to love a person when they loving you. It's hard to love a person when they not.
Then you find someone who will love you.
No, you continue to love them. See, that's real love. You don't love wanting love. You love simply because that is what you do.
Well, if that's what you're looking for, like you can continue to love that person and not be loved back. Like
It's
that's
gonna come
okay.
somewhere else. Listen, if you love that person, you may not get love back from that person. That don't mean you didn't just create love. So you looking for it there when it's tricky, right? It's not gonna come through there. It's gonna go through there and come through over here, but you're gonna miss it over there because you're looking for it over there, right? You gotta help this person out of love. That means I don't want nothing in return from you, right? It ain't gonna come back from you. I understand you may not have ability to love me, but when two people make conscious decisions to love each other, that's different. But I'm talking about giving love to a total stranger, giving love to a homeless, giving love to a person that didn't agree to come together and become life partners or come together and love each other, right? Because it got to be a choice, right? You can't just tell me, oh, I gotta do it. It got to be a choice, and it got to be a aware choice, and people got to be ready to do it. A lot of times, people ain't ready to do it.
And yeah, sometimes love can be one-sided. I've seen it happen before.
Then it ain't love. Cause like it gotta be, it gotta be what it gotta be. Like I'm for real. I'm for real. It gotta be. Like I hate the fact that I gotta say this, but the moment I said hate, that wasn't love.
The moment you said the word hate,
The moment I said it and meant it and felt it, that wasn't love. That's what I'm saying. The moment I lie, I cheat, I steal, that's not love. And in that moment, that's who I am. That's what people don't understand. In that moment, that's who you are. If you want to stay the same, bitch, stay the same.
okay, and then after you do all of that, you feel bad about it, and you realize that you actually do love that person.
No, no, you feel bad about it. That's why you think you love that person, because you feel bad about it, and people don't want to
Right.
feel bad about it. If you really love that person, you would never hurt them in the first place, right? Because you would have been aware and understand that love is pain. Love is the fact. People say, I'm a fuck because I love you. I ain't finna let you do me dirty. That's what love is. Love is the fact that I'ma allow you to do all these things to me.
No, not at all.
Got more questions in that motherfucker?
No.
Okay, well you gotta listen. Listen, I'm gonna say this right. This has been one of them episodes to where I just wanted to bring Alise back. Well, the girl with the vlog.
Yes.
Bring her back, and because y'all just uh, y'all love the her little voice. Y'all love so much, right? So listen. if y'all want to see more of this type of content, make sure you put it in the comments, right? Because only way I know if y'all show, right? We got to talk more about everything. Like when you come around, you ask questions that I ain't never heard before, but I always got to answer to them because I tap into God brain.
So his consciousness,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
you
I'm talking
said.
about. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
tapped into it. Right, yeah. So listen, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We need, how many likes we need on this video?
15,000.
15,000 likes. Look, that's what I'm listen. And we going up, and we gonna get it how we gotta get it. And listen, this has been one episode of X Files, and I'm gone.